Let's get started right away,
A long
said
time
Geppetto
ago,
as he smiled
there
a very
lived
big
a
smile.
kind woman.
He was happy to have a son.
She
He was
loved
happy
to
he
keep
was
busy
not
in the
alone.
garden. Her name was Mrs. Marigold, and she lived a simple life.
The Adventures of Pinocchio.
She had
Chapter
only
2.
one wish.
A big name for a small boy. I wish I had a child.
She sighed.
Geppetto carried his
One
talking
morning,
wood home
she
carefully.
awoke very
Geppetto's
early.
home was simple and clean.
She looked out her
He had
window
one large room
and
with a bed,
noticed
a
something
table,
strange.
his tools, and a stove.
Why are
Although
my
Geppetto
flowers
worked
moving
hard,
like that?
he did not have very
She
much
said.
money. But he didn't mind.
She went outside to
now,
have a better
where
look.
should I start?
He
Oh
wondered
my!
aloud.
What is this?
I've never made a
She
boy
gasped.
before.
Start
a tiny
with the
woman
legs.
with a
that
basket
way I can run
stood
fast.
among the daisies.
Said the wood.
She had bright
No, I
red
think you
cheeks
had better
and
have
small
eyes
wings.
first, so you don't
Suddenly,
run into walls.
she looked up
I don't
and saw
want
Mrs.
you to get
Marigold
hurt.
staring down at
Geppetto
her.
said.
Don't step
He was happy
on
to be
me.
making his very own
She
boy.
shouted in a high
He
voice.
started first by carving out the face,
I'm not
and
a
then he
bug.
carved the eyes. As
Are
the wood
you
looked
a
more like a
fairy?
boy's face,
Asked
he became
Mrs.
excited
Marigold.
about what he and his boy could do together.
Of course.
What fun they would have.
She replied, pointing to her wings.
There, your eyes look
I'm
very
a
smart.
garden fairy.
How well can you see?
What are
Geppetto
you doing
asked.
here?
She asked.
Oh, it's terrible.
Cried the wood.
I'm helping
What's
you
wrong?
with your
Asked Geppetto,
garden.
worried.
The fairy said.
He thought maybe the wood was blind.
I'm leaving now.
We are very poor.
I've stayed
Look
too
at this small
long
room.
already.
I want to be rich,
Wait,
not poor.
May I make a
The
wish?
wood said.
Mrs.
Geppetto was
Marigold
sad that
asked
his boy was
excitedly.
ashamed of his home. He promised
The fairy
himself that his boy would
rolled
have
her
whatever he
eyes.
needed.
I will carve out your
I'm
ears
not a
next,
genie.
so that you can
She
hear
snapped.
and learn.
Geppetto said.
Then the fairy
Geppetto worked
noticed
carefully on the
Mrs.
wood all
Marigold's
through the day.
sad face.
He carved hair, a nose,
All
and a
right.
smile before
I'll
lunch.
see what I
Then
can do.
he shared his first meal of bread and cheese
but
with his
you
boy.
must promise not to
You
tell
and I will have
anyone
great
about
fun
me.
together, boy.
Said Geppetto as he
Mrs.
ate his
Marigold
meal.
agreed.
He tore
and
off
then
some bread
said,
and put it into the
I
boy's
want
mouth.
a child.
Only
The
I
fairy thought
shouldn't
a
call you
moment.
boy. You need a
Then
name.
she took
What should we
something out
name you?
of her basket.
This
I know.
is a
My name
special
can be
seed
Prince Edmund
She
of the
explained.
Great Woods.
planted
Said the
in
wood.
a pot.
He liked the name
Put
because it
the
sounded
pot
big and
in
important.
the window.
That
Don't
is too
water
big
it.
a name for such a
It
small
just
boy.
needs lots
Since
of
you are
sunshine.
made of pine wood, I
Wait
will
a
call you
few
Pinocchio.
days.
What do you think?
Mrs.
Asked Geppetto.
Marigold stared
He wanted
at
to
the
pick
seed.
a name the boy would like.
She looked up and asked,
Yes,
Then
Pinocchio.
what?
but
That sounds
the fairy was
important,
gone
though it doesn't sound
Mrs.
as grand
Marigold
as
took
Prince
the
Edmund
seed
of the Great
inside.
Woods.
and did
I
exactly
think it
as
will
she
be
was told.
fine.
He agreed.
Wonderful.
The seed
Pinocchio
grew
it
very
is.
fast.
To celebrate,
it
I will
became a
carve your
red
arms
tulip
and
bud.
legs so we can dance.
On the third
And
morning,
Geppetto carved
Mrs.
quickly.
Marigold noticed the tulip bud moving.
As soon as Geppetto finished carving Pinocchio's
Something is
feet,
happening.
Pinocchio jumped to
She
the
said
floor
quietly.
and ran out of the front door.
Mrs. Marigold
Wait!
bent down
Geppetto
and
called
kissed
out.
the bud.
Pinocchio,
At that
where are
moment,
you
The
going?
petals opened
I am off
one
to
by
find
one.
adventures.
Pinocchio called.
But
Amazed,
you don't have
Mrs.
any
Marigold
clothes on
stared
yet.
at the flower.
You can't run away if you are naked.
At last,
Please
my
don't
wish has come
leave.
true.
Geppetto cried as he
cried.
ran after Pinocchio. Unfortunately,
Inside
Geppetto
the flower
forgot to leave his
was
knife
a
on the
tiny
table.
girl.
He was running
Her
after
hair
Pinocchio with
was
his
the
knife still
color
in his
of
hand.
sunshine.
The neighbors thought he wanted to
Her
hurt
eyes
Pinocchio,
were
so they called for the
blue like
police.
the sea,
Police! Police!
Where
Catch
am
him!
said the girl.
One of the policemen
She had
was
the
nearby, and he
loveliest
ran into
voice.
the street just in time to catch
You are
Geppetto.
home.
Said
He would
Mrs.
not let Geppetto
Marigold.
explain about
I
Pinocchio.
am your mother.
The policeman was
Mrs.
scared of
Marigold
Geppetto's knife,
held out
so
her
he threw him in
hand.
jail for the night.
The little girl jumped into her palm.
Hello, Mother.
Said the little girl.
The Adventures
What's
of
my
Pinocchio. Chapter 3.
The girl
Choices.
was only the size of Mrs. Marigold's thumb. Wiping
Poor
a tear
Geppetto
from
was
her
locked
eye,
in prison,
Mrs.
but Pinocchio
Marigold
was
said,
laughing and running
Your
through the forest.
name is Thumbelina.
Pinocchio wasn't wearing clothes and he didn't care.
I'm free! I'm free!
Run away before Geppetto
Mrs.
could make him any
Marigold.
clothes. so he wrapped himself in the
took
blanket.
very good care
I'm
of Thumbelina.
tired.
He said,
You are
But
tiny,
Geppetto's bed was
so
too
I
tall.
must keep my eye on you.
Said Mrs. Marigold. Every morning, she took Thumbelina
Pinocchio
into the
cried.
garden.
I'm cold and hungry
Thumbelina
and
liked
tired.
to sit next
and
to her
there's
mother.
no one here to take care of
Give me a rose seed, dear.
Big tears
Mrs.
ran down
Marigold
his
said
wooden
one
face.
day.
Well, if
I'm
you hadn't been a
strong,
bad
Mother.
boy, Geppetto
Thumbelina
would be here.
replied.
Said a tiny
I
voice.
can pass you 3. Who's there?
Gardening took
Asked
much
Pinocchio, a
longer
little
with her
scared.
daughter helping.
Night was falling and the
But
room was getting dark.
Mrs. Marigold
Pinocchio
didn't
couldn't see
care.
anyone.
I
She was
am.
happy to
Said
have
the voice
Thumbelina.
again with a chirping sound. A small
Her
candle on the
daughter
table suddenly
also
lit up.
liked to help Mrs. Marigold
Pinocchio
cook.
saw a cricket crawling down the candle.
Thumbelina, pass me the salt.
You're a bug.
Mrs.
said
Marigold
Pinocchio.
said one day
Who are
as
you?
she made dinner.
My name is Mick the Cricket.
This salt
You may call
shaker
me
is
Mr.
heavy.
Cricket.
Gasped
I have
Thumbelina.
lived in this room for 100
But
years,
I can
but
do
I
it.
have never seen such a bad boy
Thumbelina
as you.
pushed
He
the salt
scolded.
shaker to Mrs. Marigold.
I don't like you either.
Said Pinocchio. He was mad
On
at the
hot
cricket for
days,
calling him a bad boy.
Thumbelina loved
Shame on
playing
you
in the
for
water.
being rude.
Chirped the
One
cricket.
afternoon,
I am
Mrs.
trying to help
Marigold
you, and
filled a
Geppetto
bowl
has
with
been
water.
very kind.
Then
Is this
she
how
set
you
the
thank
bowl
your friends?
on the windowsill.
If so, you will have
Soon,
very bad
Thumbelina
friends.
was floating
Children should
in an
honor their
acorn
parents,
shell,
and you
singing
have not.
happily.
Pinocchio banged his hand on the table. He was trying to squash Mr. Cricket.
A toad was
I'll show
hopping
you.
along
I can
outside,
have all the friends I
and it
want.
stopped
Pinocchio
under Mrs.
screamed.
Marigold's
I
open
can do
window.
whatever I want. I don't
What's
have
that
to honor
beautiful
anyone.
sound?
I am going to
The
go
toad,
on adventures.
Mrs. Burp,
One
said
day
to
I will
herself,
be rich and famous.
It's
Mr.
coming
Cricket jumped to
from
the floor to
that
run away.
window.
But Pinocchio chased him and tried to step on him.
So Mrs.
You're
Burp
making very
jumped
bad
onto a
choices.
flower
Said the
box
cricket.
under the window.
One day those bad choices
She
will
peeked
hurt you.
around a flower
You can't
and
run
looked
away from the
up.
choices you've made. You must learn to do honest work
It's
and
a
study to
tiny
be a
girl
good
with
boy.
an angel's
He chirped
voice.
and he ran toward the door.
Said the toad.
She's very
I won't
pretty
work.
too.
I won't study. I won't listen to what you say.
Mrs. Burp
I will do
returned
only
to
what
the flower
I
box
want.
many
Pinocchio
times.
screamed.
She
Mr.
wanted
Cricket ran
Thumbelina
under the door.
to marry
Pinocchio
her
kicked the
son.
door. He walked over to the table, sat down, and started to cry.
Thumbelina's bed was half a walnut shell. Every
I
night,
won't listen
Mrs.
to
Marigold
you or
filled the
anyone
shell with
else.
flower petals
He
for
cried.
Thumbelina's blanket.
He fell asleep with teardrops dripping
What
off his
kind
nose.
of blanket would you like tonight, dear?
Mrs. Marigold always asked.
Tulips, please.
Thumbelina always replied.
They're my
The Adventures
favorite.
of Pinocchio. Chapter
One
4.
night,
Good
Thumbelina
Manners.
asked,
Mother, may I sleep near the window tonight?
The next morning, the police let
Why,
Geppetto
my
go
sweet
back to his
daughter?
house.
said her
Meanwhile,
mother.
Pinocchio was at home crying
I want
because he was
to
tired
see
and
the
hungry and had no
stars.
clothes.
Of course.
When Geppetto
Replied
came
Mrs.
home,
Marigold.
he was very angry with Pinocchio
She put
for running
Thumbelina's
away.
bed on
You
the sill
are a
of
bad
the
boy,
open window.
Pinocchio. You must
You make
honor
me
me
so
and obey
happy,
me.
darling.
Geppetto said,
Yes,
mother
Father.
said as she tucked
I am
her in.
sorry.
Good
said
night.
Pinocchio. Earlier that morning, he had decided
Mother,
to try to be
you
a good
make
boy.
me happy too.
Being a bad boy was not
said
much fun.
Thumbelina.
He also knew Geppetto would feed him
Good
if he
night.
was sorry.
I missed
Mrs.
you last
Burp
night,
was
Father.
hiding in
Pinocchio
the flower
said.
box.
It was true, too.
She waited
He
until
had
the
wished
lights
Geppetto
went
had
out.
been there to feed him and make him happy. Instead, he had been cold and
Now's
hungry,
my chance.
and that cricket had made him cry.
Croaked Mrs.
Geppetto's
Burp.
heart was happy when he heard his son had missed
She
him.
jumped onto the windowsill
He did not want to
grabbed
be angry with
Thumbelina
Pinocchio.
and jumped
Poor
out again.
boy.
He said,
You look tired. You must be
Cried
hungry with
Thumbelina.
no food and
But
cold with
it
no
was
clothes.
too late.
Let's eat breakfast, and then we'll make you something to wear.
Mrs.
Your
Burp
smile.
lived
Geppetto
in an
replied.
old,
Pinocchio
smelly
realized
swamp.
he had eaten all of Geppetto's
She
food.
took Thumbelina to a lily
Oh,
pad
Father,
in a stream
I'm sorry
nearby.
for eating your food. I didn't think.
This is
How
your new
selfish of
home.
me. I
Said the
promise to do
toad.
anything you ask.
I
I'll
don't
even
like
go to
it
school
here.
if you want.
Said Thumbelina.
Really?
asked
Well,
Geppetto.
too
He was happy his
bad.
boy was learning some
said
manners.
Mrs. Burp.
Yes, but first
You're
I
not
need to buy a
going
school book.
anywhere.
May I have some money?
Pinocchio
Mrs.
asked.
Burp
Oh, I
disappeared
don't have any money.
into the darkness.
Geppetto said sadly,
Thumbelina
But
was
don't
scared.
worry, I'll make sure you get a book.
Water
and he put
was
on his coat
all
and
around
left the
her,
house.
and there was no way to escape.
He returned a short time
I
later
miss
and gave
my
Pinocchio his
mother.
first book.
She whispered.
Pinocchio took the book
then
from Geppetto
cried
and noticed he
herself
was no
to
longer
sleep.
wearing his coat.
Thank you for the book. But father, where is your coat?
Pinocchio asked.
The next morning,
Oh, I don't
Mrs.
need
Burp
a coat.
was
I'm
up
too
early.
warm these days.
She
Geppetto
woke
answered,
up her
looking
son.
down at the floor. Geppetto had sold his coat to buy Pinocchio
Let's
a book.
go meet your
Pinocchio
bride.
cried tears of happiness.
She said excitedly.
Oh, thank
Be
you,
on
father.
your best
said.
behavior.
He gave Geppetto a
Croaky
big hug.
blinked slowly.
Now, how about some clothes?
Geppetto asked. They worked the rest of the day to
Thumbelina
make Pinocchio's
was just
clothes.
waking up.
Tomorrow was his first day of school.
What a terrible dream.
She said.
The
Then
Adventures of
she
Pinocchio.
opened her eyes.
Chapter 5.
The two
Pinocchio gets
toads
scolded.
were staring at her. Thumbelina stared
Pinocchio
back.
was so happy he couldn't sleep.
Croaky
Tomorrow was his
even
first day of
bigger
school.
than his
He
mother.
thought about the wonderful things he would learn.
It
When the
wasn't
sun
a
came
dream.
up, he jumped out
the
of
tiny
bed,
girl said
grabbed
sadly.
his new book, and ran off to school.
This is Croaky,
Bye,
your
Father.
future
He shouted.
husband.
Mrs. Burp said to her.
Pinocchio talked to himself happily as he walked.
pretty,
Today I will learn to read.
Croaky said.
Tomorrow I will learn to write.
Suddenly,
And the
his
day
eyes
after
moved.
tomorrow I will learn math.
A small
I will
fly
be so
flew
smart.
by. Croaky quickly
I will be
stuck out a
smart enough
sticky
to get
tongue
a job and
and
earn
ate
money.
the fly,
I will buy father a new coat.
said
It will be a
Thumbelina.
beautiful coat of green
Now,
silk
get
with
to know
diamond
each other.
buttons.
Said
He
Mrs.
was
Burp.
very kind to sell his coat for
I'll
this
be
book.
getting ready for
As he
your
talked to
wedding.
himself, he heard music
She
in the
hopped
distance.
away.
He walked toward the
Please
music
take
and saw
me
a crowd,
home.
a brightly
Begged
colored tent,
Thumbelina.
and a large sign.
Croaky
I
shook
wish I
his
didn't
head.
have to go to school today.
Mama
This
will
looks
be
like so
angry.
much fun.
And you
Complained
don't
Pinocchio.
want to make Mama
Already he had
angry.
forgotten Geppetto's coat.
But I
Excuse
don't
me?
want to marry
Pinocchio
you.
said to one of the
said
villagers.
Thumbelina.
What does that sign say?
Croaky
Why?
let out a
Can't you
loud
read?
burp.
The villager asked,
The
laughing.
sound made Thumbelina
No.
hate him more.
Said Pinocchio, embarrassed.
I'll make a
It
great
says
husband.
Fettuccine's
I
Marionette
can catch
Theater. 4
any
lire.
kind of bug.
The show starts in
boasted.
5 minutes. But you can't read.
I'll show you.
You should be in school.
Just then,
I don't want
a
to go to
beautiful
school.
butterfly
Pinocchio
flew
cried.
by.
Do you have 4 lire
Watch
I
me.
can borrow?
Croaky
Pinocchio
jumped
was
into the
embarrassed
water,
to beg,
splashing
But he
Thumbelina.
really wanted to see the show.
He
I have
jumped
4
from lily
lire.
pad
The
to
villager
lily
said.
pad,
But it's
chasing
not
the
for
butterfly.
borrowing. You have to sell
Thumbelina
me something.
had to do something.
But I have nothing except my clothes and this book.
She yelled loudly.
Pinocchio cried.
Then
Leave
I'll
that
take your
butterfly
book.
alone, you
The villager
big
said.
bully.
He knew the book cost more than 4 lire.
Croaky
Pinocchio took
stopped
the money.
and burst into tears.
Pinocchio ran inside the tent. The flute and drums played a new
I'm
song.
going to tell
A few
Mama
marionettes
what
were
you
brought
said.
out to dance.
He yelled
Hey,
and
they are
hopped
wooden boys
away.
just like me.
Pinocchio said
Thumbelina
excitedly.
watched the butterfly
He ran to the stage
fly
to look
away
closer.
safely.
But
I've
wait,
got to escape
they aren't real.
too.
They
She
are dancing
cried.
with strings. I can
Maybe
dance better
we
than
can
that,
help.
and I don't
A
need
voice
strings
said.
or a hiding man to pull
Who
them.
said that?
Pinocchio jumped on
Thumbelina
stage with the marionettes and
looked
shouted.
around.
I
She
am
saw
the amazing
no one.
Pinocchio.
Down
He
here.
danced and twirled
the
and
voice.
jumped and flipped.
Thumbelina
The crowd
looked
laughed and
down
cheered.
at the water.
Yay, Pinocchio!
She saw a school of fish. One of
Suddenly,
them
the music
was
stopped.
looking
A man
right
came
at
from
her.
behind the stage and grabbed
Croaky
Pinocchio.
thinks it's fun to scare
Show's over,
others.
folks.
Said
he
the
said.
fish.
If you want to see the
I
amazing
can see
Pinocchio,
that.
you have to pay
Said
for another
Thumbelina.
show.
He pulled Pinocchio
Don't
behind
worry.
the stage.
Said the fish.
Help!
We'll help you escape.
Pinocchio cried.
Please help me!
Pinocchio was scared of this